Okay, on the number 1 side, following Bob. Looks like he's going to start on the side and watch the dress first of all. So when we start, it's right on the end of the horn line, going to evaluate dress right on the step off. Right in the right place, catch about 6 errors. Right now, the line is going forward again, same old place. I'm sure he's looking at it, watching the backup. Looking at the front line, going in front to watch interval. Didn't look like he hit any dress. Look at cross, hits interval in the horn line, I think on the number 1 side. Looks like color guard as it comes through and hits them for interval. That's color guard for rifle timing. Looking at the echelons as they come across. Looks through and hits the horn line for interval in the echelon. Looks at the cover in the echelon. Looking at the moving into the arc and hits it for dress. Coming around and watching the color guard. Hits it for interval as they come around. Moving around in front and right in front of the color guard. Looking through the color guard back to the horn line. Hits the soprano for interval. And hits the color guard for timing. Looks through and hits the horn line for interval. He's in the front looking through. Looking back at the color guard, looking back at the horn line for dress. Hits the color guard for timing. Hits the color guard again. Hits it for again for timing. Chokes, guy, ladies, real bad chokes, right in front of the judge too. And the panel falls off. Now it's Kirsten who's choking out in front, looking at the horn line interval. Hits it, 5 or 2 or 3. He looks again and hits it again as they separated it. Looks at the drum line, doesn't hit it. Goes back in front of the contra bases, hits the contra bases. Now he's way in front by the 50-yard line, moving back. Hit the contra bases, or was the contra bases and hit the horn line for interval. Look at interval, the horn line, evaluating, running to the front, getting the drum line. And hits the either contra bases or drum line for interval. By the way, very nice set here with horn line and drum line. Gonna look at the dress of the contra bases. Doesn't hit it. Hits the interval between the 8 mil. Extend the panels. Hits the inner circle for interval. Looking at the color guard as it comes down. Goes and hits the color guard for either distance or timing. Now he's right in the middle of the color guard. Looking around, hits them for dress. Trying to look through the color guard and looking through the panels. Go for it, ladies. I'm stuck in the middle of the color guard. Guess he's gonna look at their interval. Slips right through. Looks at drum line, hits the drum line as they come across in distance. Looks through it, hits the mileage streamers for interval. He's in front again, he gets stuck again. He's gonna look through and try to look at the panels. Trying to find interval in the panels. Doesn't see anything. Going through, not hitting the horn line for interval. Might hit him for 3 or 4 here. Just vibrating the whole arc there. Just put down a number. Looking at the dress of the color guard. Doesn't hit it. Looking through and looking at conjure bass intervals and color guard intervals. Looks like it hit the conjure basses, I'm not sure. Looks at the color guard timings, they're gonna hit the color guard timings. Looks at the dress of the sopranos as they come across, hits the sopranos, now looking at the intervals. Hitting the interval, think of the sopranos, looking through the baritones, can't find anything here, looks at the color guard. Hit the color guard for distance and the follow. Going through and looking at the baritones interval as they go down. Doesn't hit anything. Looking at the flags, they back up, hit them for interval or timing. Hitting timings of the color guard. Looking at the timing. They're evaluating the horn arc, I see. Looking at the intervals. Hits the shape of the sopranos, I think. Either that or hit the interval around the center, I think, between Doug and to the left of Doug. Look at the dress of the arc. Doesn't hit that, it goes to the sopranos and looks at their interval. Hits a time in the flags, I think. Right in front, hits the interval of sopranos as they move down. Looking through to the baritones and altos. Still go around to the color guard. He's running around trying to look for something now. Hits the color guard. Mel's chopping it up. Mel must be doing his fraction. He just counted by 20 intervals. Hits the sopranos as they back up for interval. Looks for the baritones. Hit the baritones for interval. Look at the interval of the front arc. Evaluates it. Looks at the interval of the back arc. And go around looking at the flags. Hit something. I think he hit the flag. Timing's going down. Going around the front. He's probably drawn a line right here. He's in front of him. Okay. Going through and hit the drumline arc. One in distance in sopranos. About two in baritones and altos. Going in and looking at the distance of the baritones. Now turn around and evaluate interval of the sopranos. Turns around interval of the altos. Goes around and tries to look at the Mel's hit him. Don't put him out, Bob. Hits the altos dress for about two, I'm sure. And hits the baritones distance in front of them. Just gonna look at the altos as they come by. Oh, didn't get up in time. Just gonna look at the altos interval and hits the altos distances as they go down. Looks through and hits the baritones dress. He's really going to town now. Looks around, looks at the sopranos, doesn't hit them, looks through, looks at the rifles, doesn't hit the rifles. Goes down and hits the sopranos for the interval going back, looks at the baritones, doesn't hit them, look at going on behind the sopranos. It's going to hit them, I'm sure. Nope, 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 nope. Hits the baritones distance, 1, 2, 3. 3 in the baritones distance right there, guys. Jesus Christ. And hits 1, 2 in distance in the sopranos. And hits again baritones in the front for distance, looking through to something, can't find anything. So he's gonna evaluate the form in the front. Going around to the side, can't see much. Gonna have to look at the distance again, hits some looks at the flags, don't see the flags. Hits the distance of the sopranos, so they roll around in front. Can't find anything else to evaluate. Looks like it hits it for 2. And goes around in front, looking through to the drum line. Hits the drum line or the altos, either altos for dress or drum line for interval. Go around and evaluate the forms as we've halted here and exposed ourselves completely. Go look at the baritones interval here as he rolls around. Kind of running around a lot, you know, amazingly. He's running so fast. With Phantom, it hits 1 in the alto dress, 2 in the alto dress. Going to the sheet. Riding for the rifles, watching distance, turns around and looks at flags and hits flags for timing or interval. Turns around and hits the baritones and altos. It's on the end. It's Stan, I think, on the end. Getting knocked out of the way by the flags. And it goes and hits the rifles for the distance as they follow into the arc. Going around in front of the flags and sopranos. Turns around, looks at baritones and altos. And it's going to get pushed back and turns around, looks at the rifles. Hits the rifles for intervals, they go around. And hits the baritones for interval in the front platoon. Looks again at the rifles and hits the rifles again for interval that they already blew going into it. And I hope the gun's going to go off. Turns around, looks to the sopranos and hits the sopranos. Gun go off, oh, turns around and hits the baritones and altos, and gun still doesn't go off. And going through, and God, let the gun go off. There we go. It's fucking atrocious, folks. Forget to miss a step out. God damn it, just stupid errors. Well, there goes the back line.